Good morning, good morning. Today's video is going to be a preparation video for my 400k on Saturday. I have been asked and requested numerous times to do this video, and that's what it's going to be all about. So it's going to be how I prepare my bike, what I take with me, just everything that I do before a big ride. So the first thing that I generally always do, not always, but if I'm feeling energetic, then I will wash my bike. This bike needs a good wash. It's not been washed for a good few weeks, so it needs a good old wash. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take you down with me. And just to know, I did a video a while back about how I wash my bike, like the lazy way, and I used to flip it upside down and wash it upside down. And so many people were like, don't flip your bike upside down, the water goes all in the wrong places and it's just really not good for your bike. So I have taken that advice on board and I no longer flip it upside down anymore. So you'll be very proud of me. So yes, I keep it upright, I wash it upright, and I'm gonna just very briefly show you how I do it. I love when it's that clean. I guess it's time to peel that off. I don't need my Fred Whitten sticker anymore. And just as a little add-on, what I always do, I've got a very old towel here. I always dry my power meter after I've washed my bike. I dry the rest of the bike off as well, to be honest, but specifically the power meter because they don't like the wet. God, look at the state of those pedals. I'll clean that off. Okay, so now my bike is ready to go. It's cleaned. I always, as well, check the gearing, just make sure all the gears are running smoothly, because you don't want to be messing around with gears when you are setting off on 400k. So that's the bike ready to go. And now we come on to clothing, food, and how I actually carry everything. So the main two bags that I'm going to be using is the top tube bag, which is the large one. It's just a really good bag and it's waterproof. So that's the bag that I use there. And I generally keep my phone, my camera, and a couple of little snacks and stuff in there. So that's that. I have, and a lot of people are different, but Audaxes, especially 400k, I always take this bag, long Audaxes, because, oh my God, that made me jump that. It's a bit of electrical tape. Yeah, this is the bag that I use on the back. It's just such a great bag. I cannot recommend this bag enough. I'm not being paid to say this, but I've had that bag for a good 3 years maybe, and it is just, you can't even tell it's been used, and it has been absolutely thrashed. I used to use it to commute to work with, so really good bag for that. So that's where I'm going to be putting all my extra clothes and food and everything like that, because I want to be prepared. So clothing wise, I'll be wearing, well, I'm just going to show you an overview of the stuff that I'm going to be wearing, taking and eating. So first off, what I'll be wearing today, it's forecast to be nice weather, so I'll be wearing vegan jersey, of course, with shorts. So that's what I'm actually going to be wearing there, so I'll put them to one side. I'll also be wearing arm covers and socks. But so I want to show you what I'm actually going to be wearing and what I'm going to be carrying. So that's the stuff that I will be wearing there. And I want a buff. Always take a buff. They're just so good. I just think they're brilliant, because you can put them on your head, you can put them on around your neck. I just think they're really good if it is a bit windy. So the stuff that I'm going to be carrying with me, because I'm going to be riding through the night, I need a long sleeve jersey. It's not the thickest one that I've got, but it is quite nice and warm. And then also a rainproof jacket, because that's equally good if it rains, and also it's very warm, so if it does get cold I can put that extra layer on. I've also got thick gloves. I mean, I'm not sure how cold it's going to get. It says about 8 degrees, but I'm just taking them in case, because there's nothing worse than cold hands. So I just thought I'll chuck them in just in case. I'd rather have hands that are too warm than too cold. also got leg warmers just to keep my legs warm through the night if it does get really chilly. A pair of over socks because you don't want cold feet, equally like you don't want cold hands. So that's kind of the clothing that I'm going to be carrying. And one last thing, clear glasses. These are not particularly nice to look at, but when I don't like having breeze in my face, so when it does get dark I will be wearing those just to kind of keep stuff out of my eyes. And yeah, so that's that. I'm also taking with me food. Now we come on to the food. So obviously I'm not taking this huge tub, but I'm going to be, so I'm going back to my parents. It's near where I grew up. So I'm taking that home and I'll decant that on the day. I think there's 2 scoops per 500 ml and I have litre bottles. So I probably take enough for about 3 litres worth, and put that in like a little, like a plastic bag, and then just kind of decant it as I go around. Food wise, and remember, Audaxes are you're meant to stop. It's not a race. You're not constantly just riding. You do stop at like shops, supermarkets and stuff. So this is the stuff that I know that I like and I know I can eat, because I don't want to get stuck somewhere and not have the right amount of food. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Cliff Bars. They are my favourite flavours. So 6 Cliff Bars. I've got 3 Hike bars. If you've not tried those, they're from Aldi. They are really nice. So I've got 3 of those. I've got 1 gel just as an emergency in case I'm starting to feel really rubbish and I'm like, I need some energy quickly. That's what that is for. And I've also got, this is my new favourite thing to eat on the bike, Kendal mint cake. It is so dense, so calorie dense and so light that I'm just going to take those with me just in case. I've got the big one. I think that's probably too much. I might only just take those, to be honest, and leave that one. But really, really good. And I kind of, what I like about Kendal mint cake is, you know, sometimes when you're eating like Cliff Bars, your mouth just tastes like just too claggy and like you're fed up of sweet stuff. But the mint in that just really like freshens your mouth up while also getting the calories in. So I've got that. And I'm also going to be taking home, actually I'll show you now. I'm also going to be taking this, not as it is, but I'm going to cook, rather than having, I don't really like sandwiches that much, so I'm going to cook 1 pizza and basically put it in foil, so I've got something savoury to have if I can't find anything, or if places are closed by the time I get hungry for kind of something savoury. So I've got that. I've just remembered it as well that I've not shown there that I'm taking like my little tool bag, so that'll have 2 tubes, a repair kit, 2 tie levers, a chain link, what else, have I said multi-tool, and like a £20 note just in case I need £20 in cash for anything. So I'm going to be taking that as well. Also, one thing that I've not mentioned as well, because it was charging, is an extra battery pack, because you just could do with a battery pack just in case, if you need to charge lights, if you need to charge anything like that. So a charging pack is always essential on long rides like that. Just charge your phone, charge your Garmin. And I think that is pretty much everything ready to go. So I need to go and pack all that up. And then also make sure everything is charged up the day before, ideally, so that you're not kind of rushing at night, or for some reason something doesn't charge overnight. I'm always like extra prepared with that to make sure everything is charged up and ready to go. And also I have been trying to get some extra sleep. So Steve Abrahams recommended for people doing like these overnight Audaxes, like in the week leading up to the Audax, or 2 weeks leading up to it actually, just to try and get an extra half an hour a night sleep, just to make sure that you are completely refreshed and ready to do the 400. So I think that is pretty much everything ready to go. I'm gonna go and pack this in a bag now, and yeah, I'm very excited, I'm very nervous. I have to use this nervousness as excitement. I have to kind of change it around, so that, because it's a long way, and like I can't fathom the numbers. Like I can't seem to think, how am I going to ride 400k? But equally, I did that when I first did I felt like that when I first did my first 100, when I first did my 200, when I first did my 300. So it's one of those, just got to keep pedaling. And like I said in the last video, it's just riding a bike. If I have to stop, I have to stop. So yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I need going forward. And yeah, if there's any, I can't even speak. If there's anything else you think I should be taking, let me know in the comments. But But yeah, that is what I'm happy taking, and that is what's worked for me in the past. So I will see you next video. Probably the next video that you see will probably be the ride. So you'll see how I've got on. I'll also be sharing pictures and Instagram stories on Instagram, hopefully of the ride, so you'll see updates on there. If you can't wait possibly until the beginning of next week until the video is out, because I am expected to finish around lunchtime on Sunday. We start at 10:30 on Saturday and expected to finish on like lunchtime on Sunday. So I'm gonna go back and sleep. So I think the video will be up Tuesday-ish, so keep an eye out for that. And I'll see you next video.